welcome back to my kitchen. Y'all look at my apron. I want to give another shout out to one of our YouTube family members for sending me this customized, personalized apron. Is this not the cutest? Look at that. Clean hands and clean cans always. Look at the bottom, y'all. Don't be in the kitchen with nasty hands. Listen, thank you so much. It is too cute. Y'all are just the sweetest. You don't have to do it. Y'all send me some of the most sweetest intentional gifts. That's what I love about it. You all are so intentional about what you send me. And it means a lot, y'all. It means a lot, and I certainly appreciate it. Okay, look, y'all, we're getting ready to make this white velvet pound cake. This is gonna be interesting. Again, I've had to omit the tablespoon of chocolate because it's gonna make this cake batter dusty and dingy. I want it to be as white as it can possibly be. So having said that, I'm using egg whites. I already feel some kind of way. Now, it's supposed to be 6 egg whites, y'all. But when I was using my little, where's my little doohickey at? Oh, here it is. My little thing to separate my eggs. I think some of the yolk was kind of slipping through here. That's too much trouble. So in any event, a little bit of the yellow slip through. It's okay though. It's not a big deal. It's better than the whole yolk. Okay, so that's supposed to be 6 egg whites. But listen, it is what it is. Like I said, I already feel some kind of way because I'm using egg whites. Anyway, I've never baked a cake with just egg whites. So I'm feeling some kind of way. But in any event, these 6 sort of kind of egg whites are room temperature. All right. Then we have this 1 cup of buttermilk, whole buttermilk. It's room temperature too. We'll be using these 3 sticks of unsalted butter. They are also room temperature. I have 3 cups of granulated sugar. And then in this measuring cup here is 3 cups of cake flour. 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and then there's a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. Swan's Down is what I use. It comes pre-sifted in the box, but once I add those ingredients, I like to sift again. For whatever reason, I sifted twice today. Okay, you don't have to do that. It's not necessary. It's just what I'm used to doing, so that's why I do it. Okie dokie. So to give me that little hint of chocolate, I will be using my chocolate Laura Ann oil. I purchased this locally here at home. Heard you can purchase it online. I'm also going to be using, it's an artificial vanilla because it's clear. And Miss Lou said at Kitchen Cake Magic, if you're using a clear vanilla, it's artificial. Okay, so I'm going to use the artificial clear vanilla today. I don't have a problem with it. If you don't like artificial, then you can use whatever you like. It's your cake, right? Okay, I'm in the mood today for a little cream bouquet. Just because I want to and because it's my cake. Cream bouquet, Miss Donna, what does it taste like? I say bakery in a bottle. I love the way it tastes. Some people don't care for it, but hey, I like it. Now, to enhance my cake color a little bit, I will be using this AmeriColor Bright White just to kind of whiten it up a little bit, just to brighten my batter at least a little bit, okay? Because technically, it's a white velvet when you omit the chocolate because it's not going to turn it that color too. When you omit that cocoa, it's technically a white velvet. But I want to see if I can spruce up the white a little bit. And with this oil, although it is dark, I just don't feel like it's going to compromise the batter as much as compromise the whiteness of the batter as much as that cocoa powder. Y'all saw that dusty pink. I'm still mad about that dusty pink velvet because I wanted a vibrant pink. So I'm thinking about how I can redeem myself because I need a vibrant pink. Okay, so stay tuned. All right, so I have everything. Let's see what else. Because y'all know if I've forgotten something, it's always the ingredients are always in the description box below. Okay. For the glaze or the topping, I'm in the mood for white chocolate ganache. You guys that came on the field trip with me, we went to Kitchen Cake Magic. You guys remember me picking this up. So I'm going to do a white chocolate ganache. You can do the, cream cheese glaze or icing. You can do the buttercream. Did I see something about an ermine frosting or something? Honey, whatever you want to do is your cake. You can do whatever you want to do, but I'm in the mood for this chocolate. All right? And then just because it's white and I feel like I want to do the most, I'll probably sprinkle some of this disco dust on the top of it just because I want to, y'all. See? Y'all see how it looks? I think that'll be pretty on the top of the cake. Doing the most, but just because I want to and I can. Why? Because it's my cake, y'all. Okay. Now, my oven is preheated to 325 degrees. It's supposed to be preheated to 325. It's reading more like 375, but 325, let me turn it down just a little bit. We're baking on 325 degrees. It's probably going to take about an hour and 15 minutes to bake this cake, this white velvet. I hope you guys are enjoying this series of the velvet cakes as much as I'm enjoying making them, because I really am. I really am. And y'all, that orange velvet was really vibrant and pretty. That purple was beautiful. The blue suede was off the chain. Y'all, I'm having so much fun with these cakes. Now, for those of you who do not like or feel like I'm not touching a pound cake with a 10-foot pole because that's just not what I do, you're intimidated, I have some easy cakes, easier, I'll say that, cake stuff coming up. And maybe you won't feel as intimidated, okay? So for those of you that, enjoy doing this pound cakes, I also have to include and consider those who, they're intimidated by pound cakes. And although they watch it, they're not going to touch making a pound cake with a 10-foot pole. So I have some easier things coming up for you guys. All right. Okay, I've thoroughly washed my hands. Y'all don't be in the kitchen with nasty hands because that's just nasty. I'm going to add my artificial vanilla, my clear. I like to add my extracts and flavorings to the very beginning of the mixing process. That way, the flavor will be mixed throughout the entire mixing process and not just at the end, like, when you add it, when you're adding the milk. Okay. We're pouring that. That was kind of thick. So we added the vanilla. Now with the chocolate flavor, we're going to do, wait a minute. That's 1. 2. And I always like having that hint of chocolate in my velvet cakes. 3. I know some people say, you can make a velvet cake without the chocolate, but I at least want to have that hint of chocolate, okay? 4. 5. I'm going to start with 6. I'll taste it to see if I can taste this chocolate. So we started with 6 straws of my chocolate oil. And then we're going to add our cream bouquet. Just a little bit of that. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's everything. Okay. Now what I'm going to do first, when I turn on the mixer, I'm going to turn the mixer on for a few seconds, and we're going to just mix up the 3 sticks of butter and the extracts by themselves first. So we're going to mix that up, and then after that mixes up a few minutes, I'm going to slowly start adding my 3 cups of sugar. Once I get my 3 cups of sugar added, I'm going to set me a timer where I'm going to cream my butter and sugar for 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Don't skimp on this part because it makes a difference in the outcome of your cake. Sometimes, have you ever seen a cake where it looks kind of gummy and streaky on the inside? Oftentimes it's because the person did not cream long enough, okay? You'll notice that the cream, that the butter and sugar starts collecting on the sides of your bowl. So my bowl, I'm gonna have to stop a couple of times and scrape down the sides to make sure everything is getting properly creamed. You do not want to hear those sugar crystals mixing around in the bottom of your bowl, okay? Now, once I get the sugar added, that's when I'm gonna go on and add some of my white food color to, like I say, brighten up this batter. And once we cream for 10 minutes, I'm going to stop and I'll come back and show you exactly what light and fluffy should look like. Ten minutes later, we have arrived to light and fluffy. Can you guys tell how that white food color did brighten up this batter? Can you tell? I don't know if it's really showing on camera how much it brightened up the batter, but it definitely made it whiter. Okay, so now it's time to start adding these egg whites. Sort of kind of egg whites. I'm going to add them slowly. Oh, I forgot to mention too, creaming, I cream on high. So this mixture is usually set on about 7.5 or medium high, about 7.5, 8, okay? So I creamed the butter and sugar. Now I'm going to start adding these sort of kind of egg whites slowly. I'll add a little bit, let it mix for just a couple of seconds, and then add a little bit more. Keep doing that until I've added it all. Now after I've done that, then it's time to start adding and alternating our flour, the dry ingredients, with our whole buttermilk. You want to start with dry and end with dry, the flour. What you'll notice is before I start adding this flour, I'm going to turn my mixer down to low. This mixer is usually set on about 2, okay? This is the part in the mixing process that you really have to be careful, because this is where most people over mix. We're not trying to get this batter silky smooth, okay? You want to just alternate and mix enough to kind of sort of get it mixed up, but we're not trying to make it silky smooth. This does not take long at all, definitely not nearly as long as the creaming of the butter and sugar. This doesn't even take 2 minutes. If I remember, I'm going to try to remember to look at the clock when I first start doing this, and then let you know exactly how long it takes. Honey, I ain't going to make no promises, because by the time I get through adding these eggs, turn this mixer down, or egg whites, sort of, kind of, I may forget. So, but I'm going to try to remember to peep at the clock. So, when I get through adding these eggs, if you see me step back, then you know I remember. Otherwise, and then I have to remember to look at the clock again once I'm done. So we'll see how that works out. I'm going to try to remember to give you guys a time, because it doesn't take long at all. So y'all don't over mix here. All right. So I'm going to turn the mixer back on. We're going to add these egg whites, sort of, kind of, and then the rest of our ingredients, and we're going to be ready to get this cake in the oven. Okay, I did remember to look at the clock. So it took 2 minutes to add and alternate. Girl, are you slinging stuff? 2 minutes to alternate this flour with the buttermilk. Okay, now I'm going to mix just a little bit more by hand. You also see I went on and added the rest of that my chocolate oil I had. It was just a little bit left in there, so With the chocolate oil, I'd say, you know, maybe about six or 8 dropperfuls. It just depends on how much of a chocolate flavor that you want. Some people like more of a chocolate flavor, some people like less, so it depends on your taste buds. Honey, this your cake, okay? So, like I say, I love just kind of giving you all ideas and giving you a foundation of maybe experimenting, because y'all know I'll experiment in a minute, right on camera. And it just gives you guys some ideas, but at the end of the day, baby, make your cake like you want to make your cake, because it's your cake. Okay, I have thoroughly sprayed my butt cake pan. And you guys, I'm on this kick with this one because right now, wait a minute, I've sprayed it with Baker's Joy, okay? But this is my stoneware bundt cake pan that I've had for years. I got it from Pampered Chef. But it's the one that's doing me right now, if that makes sense. I'm not having any issues with releasing of my cakes. So this is just the mood that I'm in. I want you guys to see this batter too. It is a pretty white batter. Like I said, I don't know how I feel about using those egg whites, sort of, kind of. But we shall see. Let me see if I can taste. See how much of the chocolate I can taste. There is a slight taste of the chocolate. Okay. Ooh. Ooh, it's pretty. Ooh. Okay, so now we want to, this is a pretty white batter. Pretty. My sort of kind of egg whites, I don't think made a difference at all. What made the difference was definitely adding the bright white food color. Okay? In which that's not something that you have to do either, but I wanted to definitely have, I wanted this white velvet to be as white as I could possibly get it. Make it pretty. Okie dokie. Trying to get the batter level. I can't hit this stoneware but so hard because this hurts, honey. This is a rock. I bake my cakes in the middle of my oven. So I adjust my racks to where one of my racks to where it's in the middle, sitting in the middle of my oven, and that's where I bake my cakes. Setting my timer for 1 hour and 15 minutes, but we'll let you know exactly how long it baked once I take it out. Okay, we actually baked 1 hour and a half, and I did add a piece of foil over the top of it. Put my cake tester in it. Put a piece of foil over the top of it so it would not get too brown. So now we're gonna sit here and cool for at least 10 minutes before we flip. We are flipping. What we're looking like. Whew. And here we are. So we're gonna totally cool. Whew. I didn't mean to put that up against my apron. Totally cool before we add our ganache, you guys. Oftentimes I get asked about my little nets or food tents. You guys, I've had those for so long. I think I got them many years ago from Big Lots, but I'm sure you can order something like that off of Amazon. Alright, I'm getting ready to make my ganache. I wanted to thank the subscriber or our YouTube family member that mentioned some time ago, suggested me heating up my Pyrex dish in the microwave, getting it really hot, and we're gonna add our, we're adding our chocolate to it. And of course it helps it melt. I'm heating up some of my French vanilla creamer. Just getting it warm. I'm not boiling it, but I'm trying to get it hot enough. And we're going to pour it over the chocolate in just a few minutes. So let's see, we're going to add... I'm going to add a little bit of my cream bouquet to my chocolate wafers. Let you guys down just a little bit, make sure you can see. Okay. Meanwhile, I'm keeping an eye on this, on my creamer. Again, I don't want it to boil. We're adding just a drop or 2 or 3 of my cream bouquet. Add a little Karo syrup to give the ganache some sheen, some shine, maybe about a tablespoon. And then as this heats up, we're just going to pour it over top of our chocolate wafers. See how the heat is already causing them to melt because that's warm. My creamer is warm. We're going to just pour some over the top. Get this chocolate melted. And it does, you guys. It melts so easy. Look how it's stirring. Ooh, don't sling it. Okay, so we're just going to keep stirring this. We'll get it smooth. And then we will be ready to glaze our white velvet pound cake. I'm hoping, I want it to be kind of thick too. Nice and creamy that's getting. It is time. Thought you was getting ready to miss it.
What kind of cake is that? What kind of cake is that there? That looks...
And look what? Okay.
Oh, this is going to be interesting. That looks like a ghost.
It look like a ghost? Why does it look like a ghost?
It looks like a ghost cake.
What make it look ghost?
I mean, I guess all of the all of the colors that you've been, that look like an ice cream cake. That really looks, this is going to be interesting. Really, yeah, I'm for real.
Wow.
It's like ice cream.
You off the camera, baby. Come this way.
I don't like it. This is mousse.
It's like it's something different, ain't it?
It is something different. I can't figure this out.
It's so soft.
Yeah, it's almost like eating a fluffy cloud.
And that part.
What in the world?
And you know what? The only thing, look, y'all. He said that looked like a ghost. I guess that means mission accomplished. You know what this is?
What?
A white velvet. Y'all, can y'all see the little wait a minute, honey. Let me hold this cake because I do not need it sliding. I don't know if y'all, I don't know if it's picking up the little sprinkles I added to the top.
Now let me tell you
it's
something.
It is right, but it's like a cloud or something.
Let me tell you something.
I'm thinking it's the color.
It's gotta be. It's the strangest
I'm
thing.
talking about the color I added, so you can tell it's white.
Yeah, you can. But here's the thing about it.
What you say, baby? Like a ghost.
Look like a ghost for real. No, seriously.
It's something about the texture.
It's so doggone moist, but when you look at it, it looks dry.
Oh, okay.
It looks dry. It looks like, that's why I was like, this is gonna be interesting. Look like it's a.
But
like,
it's not.
It looks like it's dry, but it's so doggone moist.
Let me taste it.
I don't like it.
I think it has to do with the color.
Maybe that's what it is. I'm telling you. Oh, it's some shimmeries.
Yeah.
I say shimmeries. I'm gonna eat all the shimmery off this cake. I'm gonna eat the shimmery off of it. This is so strange.
That's different. And the only thing that was changed was the color that was added. But it made it real pale. Does that make sense, y'all? Wow.
This is so different.
Trying to get that thumbnail.
What is this, a white velvet? This is very different here.
It is. But like I say, that's the only thing it can be, is that it look like it's dry to y'all. It does. It look like ice cream. And he said it look like a ghost. It does look like a ghost though, y'all. This is interesting. This is interesting.
Oh.
Wow, is right. Oh, and it has a white chocolate ganache on it. That's the. Huh? That's good. That is so different.
Oh, this is very different here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it looks. It
looks like a ghost.
You know what? It looks like a sponge, like a sponge cake.
Yeah. But that when I tell you that is the only thing
so
it could
moist.
be is that it's amazing how the different colors can affect the cake. but it is. It has everything to do with that white.
Listen, for real, listen.
That white color that was added.
For real, it looks.
That's what I added, baby. It's called bright white.
It looks dry.
Mm-hmm.
It's super moist.
And it's,
Look at it. It's like it's bouncy.
and it's super
It's like
pale.
you're eating almost like a marshmallow. It's good.
It's super pale.
Yes, it's that. It has. It's
Well, I wanted to add the white to it to make it extra white since it was a white velvet.
It's gone.
Huh? That's interesting. Wow. Oh well, you guys, that's another one for the books. For the
That is the different. That's the most unique cake I've ever seen. It's just.
For real?
It's different. It's so different.
But it has. It's well because it looks pale because of the color, but it's got to be that color that it's something about that white that makes it taste different.
Yeah, it's different. It tastes. I can't believe it's so doggone moist. But it looks, like I said, it looks
Like
dry.
a ghost. You tell me it look like a ghost.
That look like a ghost.
Look like a ghost. It look dry. Look like ice cream.
But it's so doggone moist and good. Oh my goodness. It needs some ice cream. It needs some ice cream.
It's too late.
You need some more cake with some ice cream.
Some more cake with some ice cream.
That is good. That is really, really
All right,
good.
you guys.
I'm not just saying that.
What's
That's really
next?
good. So that's a white velvet.
I'm baking all these velvet cakes. I may not have to bake in December.
Let me see. What else velvet cake?
If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you've not subscribed, please consider doing so. And turning on that notification bell to your loud phone. Who is that? Oh,
Yo,
that's our
son.
baby. Hey, baby. My baby that's in the Air Force.
Hit the nosy.
Hit the nosy.
What's up, dude?
That way you'll be notified whenever we're doing whatever it is we're doing over here. We appreciate you guys for watching. You good? Anywho, thanks so much for watching, y'all. That's our baby that's in the Air Force, so we need to go talk to him. He gone?
He called me to say, I'm going to call you in 30 to 45 minutes.
I think I said the Navy first, but that's our new Air Force baby.
He called me to say,
I'm going to call you.
I'm going to call you. This is protecting our country.
You have to leave him alone.
Give me some more sponge cake.
Leave the baby alone. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. We already look forward to you. Oh, let me say this, you guys. I so appreciate you all's comments and stuff. I was reading through the comments from the orange velvet that I just posted, and y'all, so I love the comments and all of the suggestions that you guys. Miss Donna, if you had done a chocolate cake glaze, or if you had done this, I love hearing all the suggestions. That's why I said
I just suggested a black one with the orange Halloween.
I've already I already have a black. Is it black cream cheese velvet or something like that? If I don't forget, I'll link it here. If I don't forget. Sometimes by the time I get ready to edit these videos, I will have forgotten what I've said in the video. So if I don't forget, I'll link that. Black velvet.
Black velvet.
A black velvet, and it was black. I'm talking about blackity black, black, black. Anyway, you guys, thank y'all so much for watching. We already look forward to you joining us again.
Next time.
Next time.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, y'all.